Hi, I'm Ketan from Brightside Dental. Welcome to episode 57 of BSTV. So today is the 20th of May, and in answer to the single biggest question we are receiving is that currently we don't have a date of when we can return to providing appointments for our patients. We're still waiting on further guidance from our regulators, and at the moment we really don't know when that will be. Now, in addition to what we would have as expected emergencies, for example, people in pain, broken teeth, lost fillings and so forth, what we have been finding over the last few weeks, certainly during the lockdown period, is we're getting increased numbers of people who are having problems with grinding of their teeth, and some with jaw pain as well. We've even had it in the last week or so with a number of members of our team. Now, there can be various different causes for grinding of the teeth, but we definitely know for a fact that stress and pressure play a big part. So with the current climate and everything that's going on, it's very understandable that people are noticing this more, because it may well have been something that they're doing, because most people don't really know when they're asleep, they're not aware, but during this time it may have increased in severity. So there are certain things that you can try and do yourself at home, which could help relieve the grinding of the teeth and pressure and tension you're feeling. So the first one is regular exercise and activity. By exercising, it does relieve tension and pressure, and could help a lot. And then an extension of that is some kind of relaxation, yoga, meditation, again, is very useful to help that way. Other things are, do try and avoid alcohol, coffee, especially in the evening, because that can have an impact on the quality of your sleep. Another thing related to sleep is try and avoid using your phone, watching TV, using devices very close to bedtime, because that could affect you being able to get to sleep and having good sleep as well. Other things that could help is having a warm, relaxing bath in the evening, close-ish to bedtime, which can help relax a lot. Another thing is using a heat pack or hot water bottle placed on either side near where the jaw joints are, to help things stabilize. Further thing that could be tried is some simple jaw exercises. So examples of that are, for example, if you put your hand under your chin, put pressure against it, so that it's not so easy to open your mouth, and then open for about 3 to 5 seconds with the pressure, let that release, do that about 10 times. Another one is opposite in a way, so is putting pressure when you're opening your mouth. So you feel the pressure against opening rather than closing. Same thing, again, do that slowly, do it about 10 times. A third one that can be very useful is if you try and bring your lower jaw forward so that it's going further in front of your top teeth. Just try and show you if you can see. So you bring that forward slowly, hold it for a few seconds, bring it back again. You can do that about 10 times. Another thing that can help in line with that is either if you turn your thumb, place that in your mouth but don't press hard on it, otherwise it will hurt, or an object that won't damage your teeth. Final tip of something you could do is to use a temporary mouth guard that you might be able to get from the chemist or online. Ideally one that can be molded would be better. These, from a dental point of view, are not ideal because they often don't fit very well. They may not help hugely in the long term. However, as a short-term measure, it definitely could be useful. And then what I would advise longer term is to consider having what's called a night guard made, and this is something that can be custom made by your dentist to help protect your teeth, because the main concerns with grinding are it can cause permanent damage to the teeth with them wearing down, chipping away, and then in the future it can affect the way your smile looks and also can cause pain and sensitivity. So if this is something that you want to consider, do let us know, because we do have a list of patients that need to be seen and for treatment, and if that's something you definitely want to consider, then we can ensure that we can deal with that for you as soon as possible. Another option you have available is if you did want to send us some photos of your teeth, we can assess whether there are signs of grinding, and in the text below I'll include a link so that if you do want to do that, you can click on the link. It gives you simple advice what to do, and myself or one of my colleagues will then assess that and get back to you. In the meantime, if you need any help, whether it's with grinding of the teeth, anything else from us, please do get in contact, and we'll help you in the best way we can, and hopefully we're able to see you soon at the practice. Thanks very much, take care and keep well.